Hi, Sean McCaffrey, employment coach at SeanMcCaffrey.com. Are you currently in college? Are you or your parents expecting you to graduate this year? If so, are you nervous what the job market is going to look like when you graduate from college? Well, have no fear, because in my hands I've got the top 10 highest paying positions for college graduates in the year 2010. And no, they do not require you to borrow more money from mom and dad to go back to med school. Typically, when you think about the highest paying jobs, yeah, you think about surgeons or doctors, but that's not the case with this list. It's a survey recently done by the National Association of Colleges and Employers, and the list is absolutely fascinating. A couple key things before I go into the top 10 is that the average salary this year is only 2% less than what it was last year. So even though there's a lot of even though there's a perception of jobs being scarce and a lot of competition, the salaries have not dropped that much, which is good news for you. In the top 10, the majority of these positions are primarily for engineers and IT professionals, and we'll go into that in just a minute. But I want to make clear to you that if you have a business degree or other type of vocation, other type of background that you're studying, that's okay, because those jobs are out there too. As a matter of fact, the average, taking all college graduates salaries, it's only down 6% from what it was last year. So there's a lot of hope for you, even if you're not graduating with a degree in engineering or a degree in IT. So let's go ahead and start with that top 10 list. The number one highest paying job for the 2010 graduates is a petroleum engineer. You think to yourself, well, that makes sense. We need oil, right? So of course there's always going to be a need for this. Well, contraire mon frere, back in the 80s, there was absolutely no drilling being done, and these jobs didn't even exist. So things are absolutely cyclical, and timing is everything. So if you're coming out of school with the aptitude for petroleum engineering, then absolutely take advantage of this now. And the average starting salary, a very robust $86,000 a year. That will make a certain dent into your student loans, without a doubt. Coming in below that are chemical engineers at $65,000 a year. And then below that, we get into the information technology sector, and they make between $55,000 and $62,000, depending on information systems, technology, and where you want to go and what your skills are for these types of opportunities. For the complete list, I highly recommend you check out my website, which is SeanMcCaffrey.com. I go into every aspect of this list in more detail, but I want to at least convey to you that it doesn't matter what your background is. If you're going to graduate from college in 2010, there is a job for you. And their wages are solid. Yes, they'll be competitive, but I guarantee that by developing your network and being persistent in what you want to do, you'll be able to make a splash relatively easily in the job world. For more information, check out my website, www.SeanMcCaffrey.com. My name is Sean McCaffrey, your employment coach.